All right, this is going to be Oldies Station by 21 Pilots. We're going to start out, we're going to have a capo on the second fret to get going. We're going to start out with a G chord shape. We got our pinky down here in this 3 because we're going to bring in the C chord shape, the 2-0-1, and keep that pinky down there for the second chord. So we're going to have 8 strums of each, so it's going to be like. And then we're going to go to this 0-0-0-2. So we have 5 of those strums. And then a quick hammer on 2 to 3, and then 2 more chords. So it's the da-dee, that's a real quick one, kind of like 16th note compared to 8th notes. So, and then we're gonna go back to the C chord. Now once we've done 4 of those, we're gonna go. So that's like 2-0-2-0. For those last 4 beats there. So it's switch to the first finger on the 2, and then 2-0-2-0. Okay, so let's try that nice and slow. 3 and 4 and going to the C shape. Now we're gonna go to back to C, and let's try that a little slower. 3 and 4 and. Okay, so you actually do that 5 times in a row. So let's try it 2 times kind of at speed. So 3 and 4 and. Okay, so like I say, 5 times of that. 1 time is setting it up, and the other 4 are verses. Now we have this part B here is going to go. So that's 2 open, open, 3 to a D chord to a C chord. So it's 3, 4. And then we're going to do that again. Okay, now we have the C section coming up. This is going to be. This is like your G kind of a shape here. 5, 4, 3, 3. Then we're going to go down to 4, 2, 3, and 5. So our melody is going up in the high register on this little string, like 3, 5, 7, within these chords. And the chords are kind of going down, so you have that cool contrary motion going on. So we got. We're going to jump way up here to the 7th fret and get a dominant 7 chord. 7, 8, 7, 7. So kind of bar that. If you have trouble barring that, you can kind of hit that D shape, try to mute the bottom one there. So once again, we have 5, 4, 3, 3 to the 4, 2, 3, and 5. You want to hear that pinky down there good? And then we got the 7, 8, 7, 7. Now we're going to jump down here to open and 2. Opens with a 2 on the bottom to a C chord. So that's 5 chords in a row we got. See how high that melody gets up there, all the way to that 7? So we got. Back down, and then we're back to part A. 2-0-2-0. So let's try to play that along together. So 3 and 4 and. we got that part B again, which is the 2003 to the D into the C chord. Then we do it again. So let's try those 2, 3, and again. And then we have that 5 chord thing. So we're gonna go. Okay, so let's look at those again. We got the 5, 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 7, 7. Open with the 2 on the bottom to a C chord. So let's try those nice and slow. 3 and 4 and. Okay, so that's kind of the hardest part of the whole thing there is those 5 chords. So one more time. 3 and 4 and. Let's do it one time a little bit slower. We'll go nice and slow. Here we go. And then next one. Next one. And last 2. Let's do once more at that speed. Here we go. 3 and 4 and. Okay, then we have our section D now. This is going to be like the last section of the song. We're going to have a C chord, G chord. Now we're going to have B7, 1, 2, 0, 2. And then we're going to have 2, 0, 0, 3 for 4 strums, and then to a D chord for 4 strums. Okay, and it kind of sounds like a minor chord on this one. So maybe experiment with some. I think sometimes they throw in the minor chord on that one, but this they might be doing like a minor 7, and a minor 7 is a C on this instrument. So if you want to minor it up, like you feel like you're at the minor section of this D thing, maybe make it an A minor there, and then it kind of comes back to the major more as it finishes. So let's look at this part again. We got C, G, B7 coming up. Got that 2 open, open 3 to D chord, and then maybe A minor, go G, B7, 2 0 0 3 to D. So let's try that. We'll do the A minor one. 3 and 4 and. Let's go to the C looking shape. Kind of mix it up there. It actually does that like 9 times, I believe, and then we end on a C chord there. Okay, so that's Oldies Station by 21 Pilots. I believe this was by request, but it's been a long time. So that's my third one by 21 Pilots. They're a really cool band. They actually play baritone ukulele in these songs. So a lot of the songs that we cover on here are guitar songs that we're playing on this instrument instead, where these guys really record their albums with a lot of baritone ukulele. So very cool band. If you haven't heard them, check them out. 21 Pilots. We'll talk to you all soon. Thanks a lot.